Hey, how's it going? It's actually another quite nice sort of day here in Vancouver. It's sort of nice. It's trying to be nice. I'm hoping it's going to be nice that I can do all my computing on my couch and the sun will shine in on me and it'll be like summer. And it's actually pretty warm out still, so I'm going to stay out here because I can. Monday, the beginning of a bright, shiny new week. What have you guys got planned for it? You going to do good things for yourselves? Work out a lot? Alright, so let's see. Yesterday, I went and did intervals. I want to say I did intervals for the first time in a long time, but that's not true because I do hill sprints all the time. But I did just flat intervals this time for the first time in a long time, and I haven't done them in a long time because I feel of all the different types of cardio that I do, that one seems to aggravate my hamstrings quite a bit from all the quick stopping and starting. For some reason the hill sprints doesn't seem to bug them as much. I don't know why, if it's the direct, I don't know, I have no idea. Anyway, so I haven't done them in a long time, so finally yesterday I was like, oh, I haven't done them in a long time, it's going to really hurt, but I haven't done them in a long time, so I better do them. So I gotta tell you, I worked harder yesterday than I've worked in a long time. Not because it was harder, I actually got just as far as I usually get, so I didn't kind of detrain too badly, which was good. But one of the things that made it so hard was that as I was running, there was a couple of people running in front of me, and they were just doing endurance running. They weren't stopping and starting like I was. Oh, and I should back up for a minute. Sorry, for anybody who doesn't know what interval training is, high intensity interval training is one of the things that I do. And basically I sprint for 30 seconds and then I walk for 30 seconds, and I sprint for 30 seconds and then I walk for 30 seconds. And the idea is to, when you're walking, to really concentrate on getting your heart rate down and getting your breathing even, so that when the 30 seconds is up, you can give her again, and go full out, full bore. And it is a really good way to train. It's a really good way to get strong fast. If you're an endurance runner, it's a good way to build up your endurance, believe it or not. It's a really good way to do it. It got me really strong really fast when I first started doing it. So anyway, so I'm doing my intervals. Every 30 seconds I stop and I walk. And by walk, I don't mean stroll. I mean march with purpose, but concentrating on bringing my heart rate and my breathing down as I go, really trying hard to get the breathing even. So anyway, these people are ahead of me, and every time I ran, I would get just a little bit closer to them, and every time I'd walk, of course, they'd get a little further from me. And each time this happened, I got just a little closer, and finally it was like, damn, I gotta catch those guys. I really want to catch those guys. So I wound up sprinting even all the harder, like as hard as I could, and longer too. I went longer than my 30 seconds, just trying to catch them because it became sort of a personal thing. I didn't want to have to look at them anymore. I wanted them behind me. That's the competitive person in me, I don't know. Anyway, so I finally managed to get right up to them by, overdoing my sprint intervals, but I was not giving myself enough recovery time. So finally I got past them, and I thought, okay, good. And then I got really far past them. I thought, okay, good, I'm way ahead of those guys now. I can sort of just not be such a freak about it now, and just get my cardio done. But then at one point my mind wandered during my walking phase, and I think I went like 10 seconds too long, and I turned around just to see what was around me, and I glanced behind me, and there they were, almost caught up to me. It's amazing what 10 seconds can do if you're not, 10 extra seconds of walking, and I was way ahead of them, so they almost caught up to me. So of course I'm back to giving her full bore, trying to get rid of them. Which I finally did manage to do, and then I hit 20 minutes, which is when I turn around and go back. So I have 40 minutes of workout altogether, so I don't just keep going and going. I get to 20 minutes time, and I turn around and start doing the same thing back towards home. So by then I was rid of them, of course, but by then I was so used to working that hard that it didn't seem to be a big deal anymore. My body was just like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing today, is it? Okay, well, then let's just do it. So I actually wound up having a really, really good, hard workout for the first time in a long time. And yeah, today my hamstrings are sort of grouching at me a little bit, which is too bad, because they felt all right while I was doing it. But anyway, so that's what I got up to yesterday. Exciting, hey? And it was cloudy and gross and stuff, and there weren't too many people out, but it wasn't raining, so I didn't get soaked. So it was actually a really quite nice day out for a run. Those sunny days are hard because there's a million people in your way, so while it's lovely out, it's not so lovely for running. Those make good power walking days though. Anyway, so for anybody who's interested in more about interval training, I will tell you that probably one of the best books that I've found ever for interval training is Craig Ballantyne's Turbulence Training. He's got a million different ways to change up an interval session, lots of different sort of intervals and timings, and when to go slower, when to go faster, when to go medium. Like, not all of it's high intensity, some of it's lower intensity. So it's definitely a good book to check out if you're interested in interval training and interested in getting your cardiovascular system really strong, because it is a really good way to get your cardiovascular system really strong. So I'll put a link below, and there's always a link on the sidebar, as you guys know. So if you're interested in picking it up, easy, just click the link and go check it out. He does have some really great stuff on interval training. So that's kind of it for today. Just thought I'd pop in on this lovely Monday, and exciting stuff coming up for me this week. Lots of work. A couple of new people to hang out with that found me through my blog, want to do some training, so I'm excited about that, because that's always an exciting thing for me, is helping people get where they want to go. So you guys, if you haven't checked out my banner at the top yet, I've got a new tab as well for the Power Tools email fitness coaching thing too. Wait a minute, tabs are above me, pardon me. The tabs, I think there's an About tab and a Coaching tab and a Power Tools tab and then some other tabs. You can check those out if you want. Power Tools is the email coaching, and the Coaching tab is for the full-on webcam coaching. If you guys are interested in hanging out with me and doing some work, that'd be great. I'd love to have you. So check it out, and otherwise that's kind of it for today. So we'll see you again pretty soon. Take care. Have a good one.